Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello, Waterman. It's Nick from Talk Sports. Today we're going to go over the New England Patriots salary review and off-season moves for 2022. 10-7 last year under rookie quarterback Mac Jones. He's my third-ranked quarterback coming out of the draft. A lot of people had him lower. Only one I had above him was Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence. And look, I'm a huge fan of Mac Jones. I feel like he was the most NFL ready. Go back and watch my scouting videos last year. Go back and watch my quarterback video, ranking video. You'll see everything. I was a huge fan of Mac Jones, the way he can process offenses. And I feel like you saw a huge glimpse of that this year. And hopefully you'll see him even take a step forward this upcoming season. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mock offseason, mock free agency, mock draft, everything included. It's going to be fun. We're going to look at the salary cap and see what we expect the New England Patriots to do. So let's hop right into it. Here you go, the New England Patriots, top left corner of your screen. You see they got $7.3 million in estimated cap space. With that being stated, these guys are currently listed. They're guys that are currently under contract on your team. If they're not listed, they're probably going to walk as free agents, or they could be re-signed as free agents, or franchise tag for that matter. With that being stated, the guys in green are guys that you can cut and save money. The guys in red are the guys that you cut and lose money. So a perfect example here, Kyle Van Noy. Cut him, you would save $5 million in green. If you were to cut Deatrick Wise, you would lose $1.5 million in red. Okay, very simple. So take a look at this. Let me know what you guys think you're going to do, and I'm going to hop into the next slide right now. Here we go, notable losses. These are the guys that are currently not under contract, and you guys would have to either re-sign with the cap space that you have or franchise tag. Okay, both options are available. So let's hop into this. First things first. This slide would not be made available, made possible without our one and only, the guy that gives us these numbers, the expected contracts and the percentage snaps played, Noah, the remote controller Thompson. Thank you, Noah, for this amazing slide. Let's hop into this. First things first, we got J.C. Jackson, cornerback, expected contract, 4-year, $72 million deal, and his percentage snaps played is 88.8% of the snaps. Next guy, linebacker Dante Hightower, 2 years, $15 million deal. Played 59.6% of the snaps. Right tackle Trent Brown, 2-year, $20 million expected contract, 44.3% of the snaps played. Free safety Devin McCourty, 2-year, $12 million deal. Percent of snaps played was 95.8% of the snaps played. Offensive guard / center Ted Karras, 3 years, $12.9 million deal, 75.3% of the snaps played. Linebacker J1 Bentley, 2-year, $10 million deal, 64.9% of the snaps played. Halfback James White, 1 year, $2.5 million deal, 5.7% of the snaps played. And wide receiver Jacoby Myers, 1 year, $3.5 million deal. And our numbers guy didn't get the percent of snaps played. Typically, a good rule of thumb here is everybody that played a high percent of snaps are guys that you look forward to possibly bring back this season because, you want to keep consistency and continuity. But the issue is with only $7 million in cap space, it's going to be very tough for the Patriots to make moves unless they clear some cap room. So let's hop into the next slide and see your potential targets. Here we go. Estimated cap space is $7.3 million. Estimated cuts, we got you guys cutting Kyle Van Noy for $5 million, cutting Cody Davis for $1.8 million, and Divine Ozigabo for $1 million. With that being stated, that saves you $15.1 million in estimated cap space available. That being stated, we got two signings, and they're both actually re-signings we got. We got you guys re-signing Devin McCourty for a 2-year, $12 million deal, which is a $6 million cap hit, and Jacoby Myers for a 1-year, $3.5 million deal, which is a $3.5 million cap hit, which puts you at a $9.5 million total cost, which leaves you with $5.6 million in estimated remaining cap space. Now, again, you guys definitely go out there, sign one more guy for $5.6 million and bring in a decent player. But again, it starts to get really slim, especially in the series with who to bring back, considering that we already did it. And, it's just $5.6 million. You're going to probably be able to bring in one of these needs, an edge rusher, a defensive tackle, or an interior offensive lineman. I'm sure that there's somebody available. But again, most of the guys that we got at interior offensive lineman, defensive tackle, and edge, we already got signing somebody in this series. So here we go. Here are your team needs. Wide receiver, interior offensive lineman, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, edge, linebacker, cornerback, safety. Let me know what you guys think you'll do, but this is what we got you guys doing. We got you re-signing Jacoby Myers at the wide receiver position to fill in that need. Then we got you guys re-signing Devin McCourty to fill in the safety position need. On top of that, we got you guys drafting in the first round Jacoby Dean at the linebacker. In the second round, we got you guys drafting Andrew Stuber as an offensive tackle. In the third round, we got you guys drafting Marcus Jones at cornerback. And in the fourth round, we get you guys drafting J. Sanders at edge rusher. at the defensive end position. So that actually fills in this team. I'm sorry that's not there. That's a big mistake on our end. So let's hop into the next slide where you're going to see your 2022-2023 depth chart. Here you are, your 2022-2023 depth chart. Really solid team on paper. Guys in orange are guys that you resigned. Guys in green that aren't currently here would be the guys that you signed in free agency. Guys in yellow would be placeholders, which you don't have any, so your roster is pretty dang good on paper. And the guys in blue are your current drafted players: Kobe Dean, Myjai Sanders, Andrew Stuber, and Marcus Jones. And then your re-signs in Jacoby Myers and Devin McCourty. Ladies and gentlemen, look, this roster, in my opinion, honestly, probably gets a little bit better. I know you lose Trent Brown, but Trent Brown, as you saw, only played 40-something% of the snaps. Who else are you really losing? You're losing a few pieces. You're losing J.C. Jackson. That's a huge loss for you guys. It truly is. Dante Hightower is a decent loss. Ted Karras is a decent loss. Bentley's a decent loss, to be honest. James White, you guys got 50,000 running backs. So you guys are losing some pieces. But honestly, on paper, the team still looks pretty good. Jonathan Jones, Jalen Mills, Marcus Jones, Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers, Jonnu Smith, and Hunter Henry, for that matter. Right here, you see him. Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson. We got Myjai Sanders and Kobe Dean's a really good linebacker, Kyle Duggar and Devin McCourty. Look, guys, I really like this team. I honestly think that you guys aren't really taking a step backwards. I know you're losing J.C. Jackson, which stinks, but you went 10-7 last year. I honestly see you guys winning around 10 games again this year, but taking a step forward with Mac Jones, which is going to make you guys a lot better contenders. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Comment, and be sure to stay tuned to leave a like, subscribe for much more content. We'll see you guys soon. Peace. We are Built Better.